I thank all of you for coming out tonight. It is with distinct honor and a privilege to place Mayor James Diosa of Central Falls as second vice chair of the Rhode Island State Democratic Party. We say a lot of times that there's only 6 degrees of separation between us and people, and that is true with myself, and I affectionately call him James Diosa. I knew him a long time before I knew most of any of you who are in this particular building. When I worked at the Department of Education, James was he worked with the College Crusade, and we met on a lot of actually cold winter evenings when James would have several hundred kids from the College Crusades who would come to different places, and I would give speeches telling kids the idea that if you remain in school, you go to college, because we were working with some kids who many times were the first ones in their family to even go to college. The advantages of doing that, becoming productive citizens, and the value of their education. And James brought probably thousands of kids over a period of time when we were doing that. He spent a lot of time mentoring these students, I know, because I did track a lot of them throughout the ways. But a lot of times, he and I talked about what everybody talks about, that is the state of affairs of Rhode Island. I was not in an elected office, he was not in an elected office at that time, but we made a pact with each other that as we went forward, we would try to find a way to make a difference and to get into the arena to make things happen. We didn't know how that was going to work out, but we did make that pact. And after a lot of hard work, we're now colleagues in public service. And I think when you become a member of the public service cadre, your perspective is broadened quite well. And I know James has grown very well in his job as mayor. I think he was on the council before that. His perspective is totally different than just a small perspective that we talked about in the different places we were with these kids. He understands the challenges of working in a democratic republic. That means you can't get everything you want. It means that some people represent you, they may not be people you like, but he understands that. And I think any mayor who's running a city understands that also. He is an incredible advocate for his city. I know because he's in my office quite often asking for funds for Central Falls. And he makes a good case, but he understands too, when he makes that case, that decisions aren't made in a vacuum. And he's never once left my office upset. He generally says, Chairman, do the best that you can. That to me is maturity in what you're doing. He's one of those people that doesn't simply think out of the box, but he acts out of the box. I know that he's done a great job, so I would ask you to please vote for James Diosa as the second vice chair of the Rhode Island State Democratic Party.